Hi guys, welcome back. I'm back so soon, really, but I posted the two new videos yesterday and I've kind of been looking at some of the feedback and just having some thoughts throughout the day, and I've been trying to write things down so I don't forget to talk about them when I do more videos. But I basically wanted to take a quick moment, maybe 5-10 minutes of your time, to give some maybe like advice or just things I wish I knew a lot sooner being in my situation, in hopes that it validates some of your guys' feelings in order to give you that confidence or courage you need to speak up or change your situation. It's just things I personally wish I could have told myself a lot sooner. I know it's easier said than done. I basically stayed quiet for 20 years. So I really wish 10 years ago I could have done this and maybe saved myself the trauma, like the extra 10 years. But it took a long time to build courage and strength, and mainly because I had nobody around to reassure me that everything is going to be okay. So maybe I can be that person for you guys and save you guys so many years of pain. So I wrote things down that I just wanted to quickly tell you guys. If you guys ever have any questions, comment down below or DM me. I think my Instagram handle is triple D Drea underscore Natalia. Dang, if not, I'll put it in my description. I'm sorry guys, like I can't even think at this time. But anyway, always feel free to reach out. I'm here to truly help the best I can. But so one of the things I put down is it's normal to feel guilty, confusion, anger. Today I actually was feeling all three, really, because someone commented on yesterday's video that I should really reconsider pressing charges, and I feel like I feel very strongly about not doing so because I'd like to believe I'm the only victim under this person, my sperm donor. So because I'm the only one affected, and I genuinely think he's just sick in the head, I'd rather just speak out and at least make sure he no longer gets to do this to me. However, I would strongly recommend to all you girls to just put, your abusers in jail. Like, these people deserve a special place in prison and hell and all the above. And that's where my confusion is today. Like, I know these people need to be there, but I myself have that attachment to this abuser where I find it hard to put him there. So I don't know that maybe one day in the future I'll finally be able to detach and just get it done. I still just don't feel it in me to do so. It's just so confusing, you guys. Like, believe me, if it were anyone else, I'd have zero pity for them. I'd just be like, fuck that. Put them in fucking prison. I don't care. But that attachment messes you up so bad. So it's normal to feel guilty, confused, and angry. Feeling guilty for breaking up your family. I just want to remind you guys that your abuser is the one that broke up your family when they chose to do this to you. So stop holding or carrying that guilt. Like, they did this to you, and the fact that, if your abuser's family, if the rest of your family can't see that, they're condoning the behavior and they are part of the problem. So don't ever feel guilty because people can't see your point of view. If they can't see your point of view, they're freaking blind and part of the problem. So just rest assured, it's not your fault that the family is breaking up. This would have never happened if it didn't start with the abuser. Wanting to forgive your abuser, unless this was like a one-time mistake and they showed full remorse and just never did anything again, I'd maybe understand considering forgiveness. But chances are majority of these abusers abused you time and time again, mentally, physically, emotionally, and forced you to stay quiet, turned everyone against you for years and multiple times. And that to me that doesn't deserve forgiveness. And I truly don't think forgiving the abusers brings us any peace. I think coming to terms with the situation and cutting them off along with whoever is condoning their behavior, I think that's peace. And that's what I've been finding. Someone told me that, they or their friend forgave their abuser and they're happy, and I can't see that for myself. I was put through this for 2 decades. I don't need to forgive this person. I need to just cut them out of my fucking life and pretend like they don't exist and go on about my life. That's just where I'm at and where I have found peace as of recently. So I can only hope it continues going that way. It's normal to feel angry that this happened to us. We have the right to be angry. They ruined our life. And it's so easy for them to say it's in the past, but all our dark thoughts are with us now and in the future, forever. And they can't just sit there and try to tell us how to feel when they took that from us. And ultimately now it's up to us to decide how we want to handle the situation, what's going to make us feel better. So we have the right to feel angry and we have the right to be heard. And if everyone's choosing to cover their ears and pretend like this is not happening, either cut them off, or if you truly don't care, like you don't have that attachment that I do, press charges. There's no other way around it, really. But it's just, it all comes down to what you're comfortable with. And all of this takes time to come to terms with and understanding. I also put down that if your abuser is within the family, it's more likely that your family will find it harder to side completely with you because of the connection and relation they have with the abuser. I don't know why it is that people that don't have a connection to the abuser, so far in my situation, they just can't quite seem to understand that wrong is wrong. Sorry, I completely misspoke there. I meant to say people with a connection to your abuser can't seem to understand that wrong is wrong. And people without a connection understand that wrong is wrong, and they stop or don't try to see like the good in the abuser. So that's what I meant there. I don't know how else to put it. Like, it's like showing them a gun and they're just like, it's not a gun, it's not a gun, it's not a gun. Until you probably shoot them with it, they'll be like, holy shit, it's a gun. But because nothing has happened to them, they choose to not see it for what it is. So just know that that is a bit hard. You know, if you tell your family and the abuser's family, chances are they won't side with you. They won't understand you, and they'll more than likely tell you to stay quiet. And that's not fair to you. Again, if they don't stand up for you, they are part of the problem, and you don't need them in your life. I know being alone is painful and sad, but you can't tell me that being surrounded by these people that don't give a damn about you is any better. Truly. I've found such peace this past year just being by myself, doing things by myself. I've been going to Vegas by myself. So many things I've been doing by myself, and it's so much more enjoyable than having to do it with someone that like I just am not happy with, not happy having them in my presence. It's been a game changer to learn to love myself and do things by myself. So I would really recommend that for you guys. I also want you guys to understand that when there's an abuser and a victim and you have the right people around you, they understand that there's no pitying the abuser, there's no hushing the situation, and there is no keeping it cool with them. Like, that doesn't make sense. If you have the right people around you, these three things won't be an issue. And ultimately, you won't feel alone. Surround yourself with better people. If you don't have anybody, I'm here for you guys, but cut that family off. And lastly, I wish I would have just known my worth a lot sooner, given less chances, been less gullible, I guess. Like, I don't know why. I mean, I know why. It's nature. We have it in us to just look at these people that raised us or are family to us and just think you still have that love for them. But I think once you've been hurt various times, like, it's time for us to just give that up. There's no forgiving anymore, and we need to know our worth. We need to walk away, cut them off, and start a different life without them. I wonder if I could have saved myself the last 10 years of trauma, but I also wonder how I would have coped with the first 10 years of trauma. So it's hard. We can live saying what if, but we'll never really know. I wanted to apologize for all the negative content I've been posting. Sad, toxic, I don't know. I do feel bad because I've just been trying to cleanse my energy. And I know sometimes when someone else tells me their problems, and this goes to anybody that, listens to people's problems, sometimes that person pours their bad energy on you, and then they feel better and you feel, very low on energy, like unhappy, stuff like that. So I basically wanted to let you guys know I claim all my energy. I never want you guys to watch my videos and then have a heavy heart the rest of the day. I want you guys to just listen to me. I just want to feel heard, but I don't expect anything from you guys. I don't want you guys to carry the weight of this pain and trauma I've had. I appreciate just being heard, and I really, really hope you guys never carry any of this negative energy with you. Just watch it, take it in, and let it go. Don't carry it with you. I'm sorry if you have, and I'm sorry again for the content, but I truly am just hoping to bring awareness to the situation and make it less taboo to call out abusers. So that's that. And then one last thing I wanted to point out. I'm sorry, I'm kind of going way over what I expected, but I also wanted to point out parenting. I mentioned yesterday I found a second mom and second dad elsewhere. A lot of the times when I meet older people and they are great, I sit there and just think like, wow, they'd be a great mom, they'd be a great dad. Like, it's crazy. Literally every time I meet someone, I'm just thinking like they'd be a perfect parent, you know, because I lack that. But I guess what I wanted to say is if you are a parent, be mindful when you're dealing with your children's friends. You never know what they're going through. So lend that hand, like give every child love. You don't know what they're going through, and believe me that they will never forget the love that you gave them. I just think of my second mom and my second dad, and the love that they give me means the world to me. And I always thank them for that, because if it weren't for them, like, I wouldn't ever get to experience that motherly, fatherly love. So be mindful if you ever have, you know, little friends over. It doesn't cost you anything to just give them some love. Not all kids show signs. Just give every kid love, like if they were your own child. You won't regret it. And maybe one day, just like me, they'll tell you, you know, that you're just like a parent to them. And if you look for the signs, you might see that their parents are failing them too. So that's all I have to say. Thank you guys so much for watching again. I hope any of this is slightly helpful to you guys, and I wish you guys all the best. Sending positive, happy, loving energy to you all. And if you haven't gone to the gym, go, because I'm gonna go. So have a good one. I'll see you guys. Bye.